Nobody wins when the family feels. But my
Man,
Not in the woods. You lying down?
back. I don't care. You ran from a car. That wasn't me. I'm talking to the wrong person because I watched you. Listen, I was right behind you, buddy. I'm just a rapper.
I don't even take a hoe serious enough to put my hands on them. That hoe was a... When them motherfuckers told me I had to leave Ohio, I ain't give a fuck. I've been kicked out of way better places than some punk-ass Ohio. No, that was my first time going live. Fucking with them internet gangsters. You ain't gotta worry about getting another ignorant outburst out of me on this motherfucker again, bitch. Man, we getting to the band, goddamn. Quit playing over here. And Sauce, quit playing with us over here. We get.
Criminal sent to prison for 14 years. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Fry. He's been referred as Akron's most dangerous felon. And the journey investigators took to get him behind bars is like nothing we've seen before. In a story you'll see on Just One Station, Kelly Kennedy has more.
The craziest thing about this case is that the defendant uploaded all of the evidence prosecutors needed to convict him straight to his social media pages.
As they always do. Let's get right to it. A man in Akron, Ohio, who was once called the most notorious criminal, was captured based on his post on social media. Within the last 48 hours, he was sentenced to 14 years in prison. Today, we go over his story. A man who once escaped prison while visiting his daughter's funeral. A man who was captured while on Facebook Live with just the following under of 10 people. We're going to cover it all. A rapper, a YouTuber, and according to Akron, Ohio, a notorious gangster. So before we go over this one, remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Fletcher III, also known as King Fletch.
Niggas in the feds with iPhone 13. They out there hurt. Niggas out there hurt. Niggas sitting in the feds with iPhone 13. The big screen with the big screen in the cell. Niggas don't be having no big screens in their cell.
He a rapper as well, with tracks like Ops featuring A.O. Kid.
Whole city knows it's me. I just sit and watch the news. It sound like it's poetry.
And a track that feature Alive in the beginning of the video, which we'll later discuss, that feature him running from authorities.
Came, he dropped another load. Niggas said they getting money. Name a drug that I ain't sold.
Now I want to go over his criminal history. And we also gonna go over his social media and see how authorities was able to get him. You see, in December 2023, he was a federal inmate in Cleveland, Ohio. And authorities once called him the most dangerous people in Ohio. He was found guilty from escaping custody after his 10-year-old daughter's funeral. Joseph Fletcher III was found guilty of 1 count of escape following a 2-day trial in federal court. He faced decades in prison when U.S. District Judge Solomon Oliver sentenced him on February 22nd, as we just mentioned, 14 years in prison. He was also sentenced in a separate case after a jury in August found him guilty of illegal possession of guns and drugs.
Coming to Ohio, man. I'm just shooting this documentary, man. I'm not coming to bother none of you niggas, man. So you niggas do not gotta keep calling the police. Every time y'all hear I'm in Ohio and shit, I'm not coming to bother you niggas. I live in Atlanta, man. My whole life in Atlanta, man. You niggas ain't gotta think I'm coming to do something to y'all every time I come to Ohio, nigga. Every time I look up, nigga, the police blowing all down at everybody's house talking about they heard I'm in Ohio. I'm not in Ohio to bother you niggas, man. When y'all hear I'm in Ohio, I'm just doing something to do with business, man. God damn, you niggas ain't gotta keep sending all them tips in trying to get a nigga back in the feds.
He was initially arrested in July 2020 on gun and drug case. That arrest come after a high-profile speed chase with the Ohio State Trooper. Fletcher streamed it on Facebook Live. Check it out.
Man, that airplane might be rolling away from me. You bitches. Must be having airplanes.
Man.
Back. I was leaning back here. I don't care. You ran from a car. That wasn't me. I'm talking to the wrong person because I watched you. Listen, I was right behind you, buddy. I'm just a rapper.
Apparently, he streamed net from the passenger seat. Troopers found the AR-47 in the back seat. Fletcher, who has a long criminal history with several felony convictions in federal and state court, wasn't allowed to be near a gun. Fletcher, during his arrest, vowed to kill troopers once he was released from jail. Months after his arrest, Judge Oliver let Fletcher attend his daughter's funeral after she passed away from carbon monoxide poisoning. May she rest in peace and level condolences to her family. Fletcher, on August 18, 2021, didn't return to the jail as ordered. Deputies found him 2 days later, hiding in a basement of a home on Allen Street in Akron.
To prison for 14 years. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Fry. He's been referred as Akron's most dangerous felon. And the journey investigators took to get him behind bars is like nothing we've seen before. In a story you'll see on Just One Station, Kelly Kennedy has more.
The craziest thing about this case is that the defendant uploaded all of the evidence prosecutors needed to convict him straight to his social media pages, including a live Facebook video showing him leading state troopers on a high-speed chase right here down I-77 South in the middle of the day. These videos and photos from 37-year-old Joe Fletcher III's social media pages were the smoking gun in a federal case against the convicted Akron felon.
I don't care. You ran from a car. That wasn't me. I'm just a rapper.
He's been called Akron's most dangerous criminal, and investigators say he used his social media to flaunt his illegal activity and to garner online attention. But unfortunately for him, it also caught the attention of law enforcement. Court records say Fletcher led authorities on 2 high-speed chases in 2020, exceeding speeds of 115 miles per hour. One of those chases was live-streamed. Captain Michael Miller with Akron Police says Fletcher put the lives of everyone at risk.
It's never a good decision to run from the police under any circumstance, but the lengths that he did to live stream it, and that just accentuates the brazen nature of just those decisions he were making.
These screenshots are from another video also shown in court, posted in September 2020. It shows Fletcher sitting in a car watching a group of Akron police officers. He threatened to shoot them and then turned the camera to his Glock.
I think anytime that there's a threat against public safety, there's a collective sigh of relief.
In August 2021, the court allowed Fletcher to attend the funeral of his 9-year-old daughter. But he went on the run again, posting a video of a news report about his escape while on the run, writing, quote, "King Fletch, a threat to the country." The 8-time felon went to trial 3 times in 2023. He was convicted of drug possession, escape, and possessing a weapon as a felon. Prosecutors argued his time in prison didn't lead to any remorse. Instead, he constantly used social media to boost his reputation as a dangerous criminal, including in a video from January 2020 that he captioned, "Me practicing how I'm a Rob the Plug."
It's short, man. This shit short, man.
Fletcher's adult criminal record dates back to 2005, when he was just 18 years old. Over the years, he's been convicted of everything from domestic violence to aggravated menacing, trafficking cocaine, and a long list of weapons charges. During the trial, Fletcher also admitted to convincing his teenage son into bribing a witness in this case. He also turned hostile towards his own attorney, telling him he'd have marshals shoot him in the middle of the courtroom. Again, Fletcher was sentenced to 14 years in a federal prison. Reporting in Akron, Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.
When them motherfuckers told me I had to leave Ohio, I ain't give a fuck. I've been kicked out of way better places than some punk-ass Ohio. No, that was my first time going live. Fucking with them internet gangsters. You ain't gotta worry about getting another ignorant outburst out of me on this motherfucker again, bitch. Man, everybody.
Wrap this video up. It's safe to say, as we mentioned, with social media going on, it's almost impossible to get away with anything. But now the criminals are embracing social media, which makes it easier for these police people. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one. This was the story of Akron, Ohio, most dangerous criminal allegedly, or one of them, and decided to go on Facebook Live while running from authorities. Talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.